What to do if you hit a weight loss plateau? So this came up yesterday in a question, and I want to make this really simple in that how do you define plateau? Because often we don't define a weight loss plateau properly. Maybe we've done weight loss diets in the past where it's like a weekly weigh-in basically sums up how good your week was. So what I would actually say is a weight loss plateau is, I honestly say it's not gone down for like 3 to 4 weeks, maybe 2 at best if you've been really diligent with your tracking and processes with that. But you've got to consider things like menstrual cycle. You've got to consider also the natural fluctuations that will happen. And quite often we could be calling something a plateau, which is just literally a natural fluctuation. And sometimes our response to that, then the scale goes up a bit and we go, F it, sod it, I'll just leave it, it's not working, it's not happening right now, I'll just leave it for another day. So, and then all of a sudden we've lost 2-3 days of going, sod it, it's not working, when we could have been getting great results. So my advice sometimes is just to keep going with the same thing for another week. Like, what if you're 1 week away from getting results doing the same thing but you thought, sod it? Actually doing the same thing for longer can sometimes actually get you the results. We just can't see it yet. And if we've always been taught to step on the scales on a Wednesday evening after we've eaten all sorts that day, or starved ourselves to make ourselves look a bit, be a bit lighter on the scales, although it's not body fat we're tracking there, then it's going to be difficult to measure that way. So something I'd recommend is either don't weigh yourself for 4 weeks and then weigh yourself. It's a bit sporadic, but you can get a general trend. How do your clothes feel? Have an honest interpretation. How's your hunger been? Have you found it quite easy? If it's easy and you're not seeing results, is there a few things that we could change then? That's something we can talk about, and something we will go through on our free 5-day kickstart, by the way. I'll put the link over here. We've only got till Monday until we start. So the group opens on Saturday as well, where I'll be sharing some introductions. Super excited to get started with that. Comment below with kickstart if you want that as well. But that's one option. Option 2 is to get a bit more accurate with this, is to weigh daily, add them all up, divide by 7 over the week. That will give you the average, okay? Then you can compare the average week on week. So you might go, okay, this is my weight now. What's my average weight in 2 weeks' time? Can I compare the averages together? That could be something that you look at. Then you compare the average week on week, and then we get a trend. Because in anything else, like, fluctuations are fluctuations. We treat them like that. Like, if your kids have one of those days where they're just like knackered, moaning, don't want to do X, Y, Z, we don't just go, right, you are now a moaner. You don't do X, Y, Z. It's actually, it's just one of those things that have in a morning. We all have a morning, but that doesn't define us, right? So we need to do the same again here. Let's give it a certain amount of time before we actually see it as a plateau. Then, right, 2-4 weeks, nothing's changed. Okay, now we might want to look at it. What's our hunger level like? Could we make a small change on here? So I hope that helps. Any questions, let me know. Happy Tuesday. Let's make it a great day. Control what you can, drink your water, get your movement in, no matter how small.